So, believe it or not, the first day of summer is a little more than a week away. So here's a question for you. How's your yard look? Is it a place where you look forward to spending time after a long day at work, or a place where you want to invite all of your friends over for a weekend get-together?
Well, if it's not too late to take a few steps to turn it into an outside oasis. And all you need to do is get fancy. Fancy Cutz, that is. If you've tried to grow a plush green lawn like this one without success, there are many things you need to consider. Brian Swain, owner of Fancy Cutz, says the first is water.
One critical thing is irrigation. And it's not critical just because of keeping grass alive or getting grass to grow, but it's important because the other things that go with it, such as your fertilize, your lime, any herbicides that you have for a weed preventative, or systemic herbicides that stay in the ground.
Brian says it all comes down to science. Without moisture, plants can't absorb the chemistries they need.
Green grass definitely requires a lot of water.
Irrigation systems offered by Fancy Cutz are easier to install, yet more precise when delivering that much-needed water.
Typically, we do not do a lot of digging in your yard. We use a vibratory plow, so it pulls the pipe right through the ground.
And the systems are much more efficient. You can control your irrigation system through your smartphone. In addition to that, the system can be run through self-monitoring.
It's gathering live data, so it's looking at local airports or a local weather station, and if it's supposed to be 80% chance of rain tomorrow, the system won't run. If the wind's going to blow over 20 miles an hour, it will not run.
Brian says the system can also self-monitor through soil moisture. But the quickest way to get the perfect lawn is with sod.
Sod is definitely what we call instant gratification. You can leave home and have bare ground, and then when you come home, you have a nice, beautiful yard.
Brian says sod is able to hold on to moisture and important nutrients because it's thick and has no holes in it, keeping the grass healthy. Beyond the grass, Fancy Cutz can help you plan out your landscaping. It starts with a consultation to see what homeowners are looking for in their yard.
Some people like more color. Some people want more evergreen. So we try to find a balance. We always try to do our landscaping in layers. For example, you have a higher layer, then a middle layer, and then maybe some annuals right along the border of a bed.
Brian says a big part of his business these days is hardscaping. Homeowners are not settling for just a patio these days. They want more, like custom borders and curvy walkways and corners. Another popular item, sitting walls and fire pits.
A lot of our fire pits are not just wood burning, but they're smokeless wood burning. And we also have the option, if you want gas for instant fire, we can do that as well. We're incorporating water features into our patios now, so you may have a waterfall or a pondless water feature nearby. Just adds another level of tranquility while you're sitting out there relaxing in your own backyard.
And because homeowners are wanting to spend their days and evenings outside in their oasis, lighting is becoming a big part of what Fancy Cutz does.
We offer several packages, and once again, that's very custom to the homeowner. Typically, we do a lot of soft white lighting, accenting the house, the trees, but we also, accenting certain shrubs or pathways, so we can do that as well.
Packages can also include color capability that a homeowner can change with a smartphone app. Brian says there are 30,000 shades from which to choose. If you already have a lighting system, Fancy Cutz can update it with high-efficiency LED lights. Brian says the lights, the landscaping, and the hardscaping are all designed to work together and create a one-of-a-kind look.
It's not just putting lights out there anymore to put on your home. We're doing an architectural design with the lights to cast a certain look through shadows and all the different landscaping shrubs available to us.
That look can also include stone on the house with what's called stone veneer.
So if you have an area of your home, whether it's the foundation and you want to enhance that, we can certainly add on to that with our natural stone, encapsulate basically the whole front foundation, or we can go around the whole house. Sometimes we take the vinyl off and replace a section that way with all stone veneer, trimmed out, making it very custom and unique to the homeowner's desires.
From stone on the ground, stone on the house, mulch, grass, lights, landscaping, and hardscaping, The sky really is the limit when it comes to creating your own outdoor oasis. Now, you heard Brian talk about how efficient the lighting systems are. Just to give you an idea, most of the 10-fixture LED lighting systems burn less than one 40-watt bulb, and they are absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful, and it's amazing how much it saves. Okay.